We all have that belief it's going to be better. This is the first time you have seen Ghanaians more relaxed than anything else. You meet businessmen today, they are able to go out, speak their mind. You meet people, you tell to say they will never speak on Ghana politics. Today, being free to speak on how this country should be or can be governed. Now, after 1 year, we will say, again, NDC, what have they done? John Mahama and the NDC, no, and there are so many Ghanaians, Metumaka just say, these statements, yes, Mr. P, I'll do it. These statements are very legitimate statements. After a very legitimate statement, say, Aban we ba ne na wa ye. Aban we be si so ne na wa ye. Obi a wo Ghana bia we musa sa question no na e bia. A obusa sa question na e bia. Why na adwene say on pese obeji atum di aban na ye, because every single thing bia aban ne be ye bia no. Say John Mahama di bibia nim na okasa wa ye ade we ya. It is not to benefit John Mahama and his family. It is to benefit Ghanaians. And remember, it is not to benefit one person. It is to benefit the whole nation. So it means to say, enye nipa ba ko pe de be decide say aban we ayade and as aban we nyade. Enye the view of one person or how one person feels about this government or the way they see things, the perspective of one person, and they betimi actually say Ghana for this is how we see things. It doesn't work like that. And it's a media house, and now an individual walks out there and meets two people and say, how do you feel? No, because I don't feel good about this government. I don't like this thing. It does not necessarily translate into Abino performance. The only way about Abine end to me Ejuman on to me born and say when the numbers are coming in during elections and closer to elections. And also when you see the general mood of the people when it comes to how they complain. Now, hardly do you hear Ghana of Nia Okodjaso and now Kodija telling you, say, Mikodi Gano, Misika Jinashi. Never happens. You've never heard anything like that for the past 1 year. Even Jatenum Eye Asantimemua, Eye Kejetia, majority of the people of Woha, almost say Sebio, Omumubidi, almost support to MPP, no, and the Ubo Rawa. Hardly will you hear anybody say, Afiwe Maboka. It will never happen because the government, through the policies, any Ajunipa or Yama or Wama Ghana, John Mahama use the word we only discriminatory no ama obi or Ghana bia no enya ho faso. Now before I continue, Endra Pepepe and a year election 1 year to aba e Ghana, and we heard a lot of things. Nipa bebre kan sem, and remember the NPP as a political party no from 1992 they have thrived on something. They have thrived on fear. They have thrived on lies, and these are the two things. The MPP as a political party, Omudia Jina Swa from time I Yana Nabafwa Kutu, Etitin Moremu 700 pounds. Send Nipe Fankwati party near Fambra Himfie, na yendi party some to say the Yedia Hinie. Mamin Timubium, Ebia Wante. MPP as a political party, yet a party no on two grounds. Almost thrive on fear and misinformation or lies. Now, from time I see MPP no, Yana Nabafwa Kutu. Eti MPP from a year time omote no efri menhia no adwenpo a na edi akiri senke yente party a ye betumi decide Ghana faith ana Ghana mpuntuo ana Ghana nkanko ana Ghana nkyekere no ewa himfie enti adwenpo bia na ehye nipa bitirima omde te MPP no eno na ehye nipa bitirima besi na and the Ghana na ekoso kra emu nipa bi de no matter what you do no they will tell you say omuhu Ghana ni ye, but we are still going to move forward. 7 December 2024 near Tuaba. In this year, yesterday we were not online, but we did not do a show. But we were on social media how Ghanaians have become very enlightened. How Ghanaians are reminding each other. We going back, stepping back to look at or to show to each other the lies some people, nipebi atrobia. Omo come with Tibon say, Omo betwa Ghana for na ya tam oman ama MPP biem. Emma Bawumia Kennedy Agyapong brand champon country mo asabedi Ghana so ewiaye aseye ekuye asaferi. Now so many things went on. Nipa bi twa tro. Now osame man oti bibia say. Oman bo anase aman kyekere se wo de atro edi wanim a what you get any de ekufu adujaye man. Se wo de atro edi political party enim ana wo de atro etu tim se eno na wo de be kyekere man a enu bi na ema Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo eja Ghana one ba omi eja Ghana bibia na Ghana wo. Enti atro a very very dangerous thing. Anytime a platform we know every day me catch Ghana for say we are not going to allow anyone, any group of people, any person or persons to think say they can lie to protect people. They can lie to create a room for people. They can lie to get their people in power for them to come and destroy the democracy we have been enjoying since 1956, 57. Inti so study MPP na atra omudi ye no 2024 senior omutimi ba together try to convince and lie to Ghanaians abro omoni ankasa nim se ye ne Ghana for neti ye twa omo atro ye di omo sika ye wi omo ya bo omo tuo. But you see, during elections or before elections, they were still telling you people say wokra na wo chiro no. At a point MPP before ma wo believe he say wo chiro. At a point Ghana ni a oye dwadini a ni sika nyina ahye no MPP Bawumia MPP Kennedy Agyapong MPP Brian Champon MPP Kentry MPP Kobere Agyapong MPP ene omo maka ne MPP no omo create impression bi to Ghana for bitim say oho kire okra menjin di say oho kire sa wo ban school na okọ no enye free SHS ne enye kra menjin tum say enye galamsey no ekuye eseye nsuo Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo ye the report amane say ontu wanamon wentu wanamon kra katu tirim say enye bibia ya body patuo agitumi 2020 ka kire ho say enye no kre Ghana for eye pensioners amanfo ewu omusika kenoforiata age one Akufo-Addo mo ache sika ne di ka kire ho say enye no kre PDS omo de say Ghana sika G almost $500 million ekodi ye katu utrim say asem no Akufo-Addo mo na ye ba omia na ye so enya no kre. So they created this whole fantasy in the heads of Ghanaians. There were Ghanaians around the nation no munim say Akufo-Addo ba omia mo omo ya trofo omo ya kromfo na omo nim say Kennedy Agyapong Brian Champon mo omo ya trofo omo ya kromfo. No one say Kentry, a former education minister, on Tibrofo where Jimmy Onim Nyansi at the year school, and so create BB to Ghana for him say, and ya crampa anticipate day. And Nitina, before elections, we saw these con artists, these criminals who were vomited out of the NPP. Their inner monkey started showing, and yakasa omu inner monkey na. It is that thing that makes them believe say Omwe Jimmy, but they don't understand why I will catch them so Omwe Jimmy. And then I had the inner monkey of the NPP followers, the NPP leadership, the NPP as a political party. So before election 2024, no, they still made sure say they projected their inner monkey. And what is their inner monkey? The principles of the NPP inner monkey, the hallmark of the inner monkey is lies, atro, creating an impression that ohon and so ohon. And we heard a lot. These are some of the inner monkey statements we heard before election 2024. Abra na omode MPP who enye sika ekunipa asay krono. They knew the truth. They have seen regimes upon regimes. Omo na omo kase nyoma nyina ye MPP wini or say Ghana de. They have seen regimes, but the inner monkey adre before na show mumuna de bia adre ne ka chom so Jimmy and so menjintum no. They were still out there trying to mislead, misinform, trying to make the Ghanaian who is struggling to believe say bibia okay. But you see onyankopon a sebio obo Manchester no ono aso na ohwe so ebo ye malama owo Sudan e na oye den obi e Ghana fo ni ma hu say MPP fo Jimmy, and that if we make a mistake and vote for Bawumia, Kennedy Agyapong, Brian Champon, Kentry, Kobere Agyapong, we will not have a nation again. These are the inner monkeys. Sanyoma we no mu ye.
But then the election is on the 7th. On the 8th, the result will not come. Everybody shall be jittery. The result will come on the 9th. Some people will try to cause mayhem so that people shall die. And interestingly, they will call people on the street. And the first day, only 1,000 people will show up. The second day, no one will show up. And there shall be peace. And the result is obvious. The things are difficult. I know that there are 2 people coming. But the Lord has told me that by the 9th of December, His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia shall be crowned the President of Ghana. This is not You know what? This thing has taken me a very long time to say.